Hello guys, and welcome back to What If Deku had Error 4 Error Powers. So let's jump right back into it after Deku won the sports festival against Sparkle Girl, against everyone, and he actually dropped a little bit of blood in it. But he said if he had more power, he would just not even hurt. But anyways, we're gonna go to now where Deku chose Night Eyes energy, and he's gonna do the bet with Uraraka from last part, and also he's gonna meet one of the big three because he chose Night Eyes energy. But anyways, let's get into this video. So we go to lunch break after Zuko and Uraraka had their lunch, and they are standing in the hall of the battle hall of the battleground as they both stood there, and they both looked at each other and was like, "Are you ready, Ochako?" And Ochako was like, "I am ready." As her eyes grew red as a knife appeared in her hands, and she grabbed it. As Zuko turned into a skeleton with both his eyes glowing blue, but one glowing more brighter than the other one. I was like, "Ready." And they said, as Ochako said, 3, Zuko 2, both of them 1, both of them go. As Zuko rushed at her, but she instantly had a knife ready as she's trying to cut Zuko, but Zuko dodged. He was about to send a hit her, but she dodged underneath and sent a punch. He was going to send a punch right into his stomach, but he caught it with his hand. And was like, "Is that all you got?" As she, with that knife in her hand, she tried to cut his cheek, but he instantly jumped with her hand in his hand. We've catched her fist as he twisted around standing, and as he lifted her up above his head, as he crashed her right into the ground. As he was like, "Game over." As he sent down the bones, but she dodged them, as she sent knives at him, as he just dodged them casually, as he's like, "Come on, dude, come on, Ochako, I thought you would do better than that." As a slice came down his back and was like, and she was like, "Is that all you got?" And he started laughing. "You thought you got me there? You just scratched my coat." Well, whatever. As his coat reverted back to normal, as he was like, "You really thought that caught me off guard?" Ochako, never let your guard down, because as he clenched his fist, and suddenly she looked to the left as the gas blast was ready to blast, as he said, "You never know what can happen." As a blast came out, and he goes, as an explosion happened in the distance, and he was like, "I thought you would have done better than that." As he was like, I thought you would have done better than that, but as a knife came straight right in front of him, and he was like, "I knew that you never got hit by the blast. I just think that you just caught me by surprise." Wrong. As he used his gravity manipulation and threw her against the wall, as he sent lots of bones at her, but she kept on moving and dodging. She kept on moving to the right as she dodged when she saw the bones, as she started to just dodge them as he moved forward towards him, as she got a knife ready to hit him, but then he just grabbed her hand and was like, I thought you were going to do something better." As she was like, "Come on, what are you going to do now? You got me right here, but what are you going to do?" As he was like, "Did you really think I'm stupid?" As he put his hand behind his back and caught 3 knives, and was like, "You really thought that you were going to get me with this?" Nope. As he threw her against the wall, as 3 bones appeared right in front of her neck, just inches away, and was like, "I run." And she says, well, there's no way I can win. I lost. And she was like, huh, alright. Anyway, now I win the bet. As they both walked out with the same as they were heading into class. And she was like, I can't believe I lost. He was like, huh. So what were you gonna ask me if you won? And she said, huh, is this your gift? And he's like, no, I just want to know. I'm not gonna tell you. It's secret. But she remembered this. If I would have won, I would have asked you on a date. As Zuko was like, huh. I actually want to use my gift right now. And she was like, so what do you want? Go on a date with me. And she was like, what? And she froze there, her very red, like, what? What did you say? As Zuko said, huh. What I said, go out with me. And she was like, like friends, or as my date, Uraraka. As he went close to Uraraka and was like, you actually made me feel like different. All my life I've been bullied, and I thought other emotions didn't really matter. Nothing really mattered, but you coming here, seeing you not give up, even though the odds were stacked against you, even though that you knew what I could do, you still did this bet. You really are amazing. So go out with me. And she was like, okay, but as lovers, not as friends. So I'll see you tomorrow for our date. And she was like, the date, and she was just blushing very hard, and she was like, I can't believe he asked me out on a date. I can't believe it. As she went to a class, as she was just freaking out in her head. As Izuku was like, I think joining UA is not bad. I met someone who I love. Huh. As he started blushing, was like, hopefully, in the future, I hope that this doesn't end. As tomorrow, as the next day came, as they went on their date and they had a wonderful time. But when they went after that date, the next day, as Zawa said, alright kids, alright you brats, today you're gonna meet the big three because someone chose an agency that one of them's gonna be in. And as he said, alright, you three can come in. As one of them had yellow hair, blue eyes, and stood there with both his hands on both his both near his shoulders, as he was just standing there smiling. One of them was a girl with long blue hair, with blue eyes, and standing politely. Next one was a male with purple dark hair, and purple eyes that looked very dull, but he had his head, his head was against the wall. It's like, can I go home? Can I go home? As Nature said, hey Tamaki, you're gonna have the heart of a lion, not a kitten. And as she said, my name is Nature Hado. Oh, and this is our pet, Tamaki. And she started asking a lot of questions as she saw Deku was like, hey, do you have a quirk? Because I don't see anything special about you. Do you even have a quirk? As he said, well, my quirk doesn't. But then she's like, hey, are your eyes red? Wait, is your back? Is it behind your eyes black all the time, or is that just when you activate? Or is that just the activation of your quirk? But she, but she was like, but she started asking other people questions, and she was like, "Oh man, I just want to know so much about you guys. Can we just ask them?" As I was getting annoyed, but then Mira was like, "Don't worry, Sensei, I'll get their attention." As he said, "The future is gonna be," as everyone inside, as well, as like, "What?" And he said, "Awful! Man, you guys have no jokes. My joke went over right through your heads. But anyways, I'm going to teach you how it is to be in an agency. All of you come and find me at once." As everyone was surprised, as Deku stood up and was like, "Huh, I like how you think, Mirio. I like how you think. What's your name?" "Mirio Togata," as he said, "Zuka Midoriya. I like to see how you fight. The only real fight I've had right now was a Nomu, but he was weak. I want to see if you can make me try. I haven't tried yet. I've only used bits of my power. So, Mirio Togata. Let's battle. Let's fight. One-on-one." As he said, "Nope, I want to fight your whole class. And if your class all gets knocked out, then you can find me one-on-one. If I knock out all your classmates before I knock out you, fine it. Show me." As they all go into the battlegrounds training area, as they all were in gym clothes, as Mirio was just stretching, as they were like, "You know that we're all have fighting villains, right?" And he was like, "Yep, I know that." As he got into a fighting stance, as Bakugo instantly rushed on him, even without a warning about his thought. He's like, "What are you all standing there for? There's no reason to attack right now." As he was about to extend an explosion, as he sent an explosion at Mirotoga, but when he woke, as the smoke cleared, no one was there. Yeah, but then he was like, "I'm going to take out the long distance fighters first." As he instantly knocked out Jiro, as he started knocking out everyone with long distance quirks. Then, after he was finished, he yelled out, "Power!" As he breathed in and breathed out. As he knocked at the close distance fighters, as Azuka said, Guys, I know what he's trying to teach us. In agencies, you gotta predict what's gonna happen in the future. That's why. You gotta notice his moves. Have you ever wondered why he's fighting us all at once?" Alright guys, be on your toes. He might come from anywhere. As he went in the ground, as he was talking, as Izuku, who closed his eyes, as he was in his skeleton form, with his clothes, as then Mirio was about to hit him through his head, but then he instantly dodged and instantly was going to send a punch right through his stomach, but he went right through him as the punch was coming right for him. But then he jumped out the way and sent 5 bullets at him, but Mirio went through the ground. He was like, But then he knocked out almost everyone. He knocked out most of the close range fighters except for Izuku, who, as he said, "Power!" As he was like, As he saw a chocolate knocked out and he was like, "So, knocking on my girlfriend, I see." I really I really don't want to get. I really loved her. I really love you, Choco, but I don't really want to show off my true power. But I can show off a little bit. I'll just act angry and shut off a little bit more of my power. How dare you hurt my girlfriend? As he snapped his fingers, as 5 dark blasters showed, as he instantly fired at him. But then, as the explosion happened, he instantly knew what was going to happen. As loads of as loads of strings came out. As Mirio came up, loads of strings came right for him. As he was like, what? He's like, as he went through them, as he was about to punch him, but then he instantly dodged, which he kept on dodging. And as he was like, as he kept on sending bones and blasters into the ground, as he made Mirio stay through the ground, stay period. But then when he came up, instantly Izuku sent a punch right through, right to his chest, sending him back. As he stopped himself, as he was like, as he was about to breathe, and Izuku instantly threw bones at him, and he's like, I know how your quirk works now. You can't stay on the ground forever. You need oxygen. So, all they gotta do is make you, because it's up right behind, not make you breathe. So I just have to keep you hitting you where your heart is and where your lungs are. So then you can't breathe. As he punched him right in the back. As he sent him flying. As Mirio stopped himself and was like, so you know what my quirk does and how my quirk works. As then he was like, you talk too much. As then loads of glass blasters showed up as Izuku was holding him by the neck. As he was like, as Mirio said, you won. Even if I premiate now, you would easily try and keep me underground. And you make me keep underground enough. I said, right. So then I'm not allowed to breathe. So I can't really use it. To win. And as he was like, thanks. As Miri said, well, I really thought, as he said, I was going easy on you. Hey, how about we have a spar match? But I want him back this time. As he said, you want him back? As he said, oh yeah, you're only a first year here, and obviously I don't want to go too hard on you. You know, I'm very strong, and I have another quirk, but it's also very strong. And so like, another quirk. That doesn't seem right. It seems like only has one. I'll just have to focus on something different. I have to focus on Ochako. As he went over to as Ochako was like, as he said, hey Ochako, are you okay? Hey, do you need me to get rid of the pain? As he said, yes. As he instantly animated her body to not feel the pain anymore, she was like, thank you, Izu. As he said, no problem. Ocho. As he kissed her in the mouth, as Mina was like, wait, are you guys dating? As he was like, whoops, spilled it. As Mito was just, as basically Muriel was like, alright guys, I'm going to explain my quirk. My quirk is called permeation. And basically, I can go through the ground, I can go through anything, but with this, it takes a lot of steps to actually use my quirk. Just like a simple going for the wall. I need to activate everything but one leg. Put one leg through the wall, permeate that leg, permeate the other leg, and step through, and unpermeate. And that's just for just getting through a wall. And basically explained everything's like where if he goes on the ground, he has to go back. He has to put, if he unpermeates in the ground, you push him back up from friction. But he can't stay under there forever because he needs breath for his lungs because air just goes right through his lungs. So that basically means that he couldn't. That means he couldn't stay underground forever. And he says that's what Izuku did. He says, yep, I did that. So when you come out the ground, you can't stay under there forever. So I thought, if you can't breathe, you can't stay. As basically said, you're very smart. So which university are you going to, Izuku? He said, Night Eyes. That's why you guys are here. As he says, "Oh, I'm at Night Eyes Agency. You, you, I can't wait for you to meet Sir." As basically, as as a few days went by, as everyone went to their agencies, as Deku said, before Ida left, Deku said, "Ida, I know what you're gonna do. Stop thinking about revenge. Stop thinking about the hero killer, Stain. I know what you're doing." And you can fool anyone with that fake smile, like saying, "But you're fine. You're obviously not fine. Trust me, I know. So stop faking it. It's not worth it." As he said, "I'm not going to have the hero's killer. I just want to learn from someone. A good hero." As he left, as Deku met Night Eye, right? As Deku got to Night Eye's agency, as he was like, "So you're the new recruit. I heard that you defeated Togeda." As he said, "Well, he wasn't used in his second quirk. That's something, right?" As he said, "I guess that's impressive." As he said, well, welcome to this agency. Right now we're working on a special case." As he asked, what's the case? As he said, "We're going after this villain. His name is," and that's where we're gonna leave it off right there. I hope you guys all enjoy this what if. This is a very good what if. If you know the what if Deku was born in a female society, you need to watch this video and the other one, because soon enough, you might not know, but there's a special thing that's going to happen in the future. If you have to watch both of them, and obviously some parts are going to be, some of the parts in the future are going to be held off kind of a bit, because there's going to be something in the future that's going to be absolutely very cool. But anyways, I'm not going to spoil anything for my future videos. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoy. Caddy Raptor Demon signing out.